Hello everyone, welcome back. Please comment, rate, subscribe, folks. Comment, rate, subscribe, like the videos. Also share the videos. I want to thank everyone that does like, watching, and share my videos. You folks are the absolute best. Listen, folks, there's a link to you down below. Has links to all of my social media platforms. Please go down there, follow me across all my social media platforms, and talk to me because I'll talk back. Also down there is links to all of my YouTube pages. Please go down there, subscribe to all my YouTube pages, and turn on your notifications so when I post content, you folks will be in the know. Now, with that said and done and put to the side, I've come to talk to you folks today about the New York Jets' upcoming game against the Arizona Cardinals. Can the Jets beat the Cardinals to keep their playoff hopes alive? That is a big question, okay? It's a big question. All right, Jets right now at 3-6. They've got to run the table, it's looking like, to really continue to make things happen and make the season, continue to go on and make it magic, all right? There's a possibility to make it magic. And the Jets have a very, interesting opportunity here, all right? The Bengals are coming off of a really rough loss to the Ravens, 34-35. They are 4-6. If the Jets can beat the Cardinals, as of right now, there's a lot of, tiebreakers and things in place. But as of right now, the talk is if the Jets can beat the Cardinals and they're 4-6, they can slide into that 8th spot in the AFC. That goes a long way of keeping your playoff hopes alive, okay, this season. Now, you look at this situation in this game coming up. We know the Jets have to, swing West Coast and go over there to Arizona. We know the Jets have had issues in the past traveling to the other side of the country, okay? They got to get it together and be fully prepared, and that's going to be on the coaching staff of Jeff Ulbrich, Todd Downing, Hackett, he's still here, and these guys to make sure these guys are prepared, focused, and ready to go. So we're going to see what's up with that. They can't come out sloppy, slow, or lethargic. And I'm starting with the Jets offense here. They got to start fast. The Jets offense has got to come out and get rolling early. Do not come out sleepy, because if you do, you're at that Cardinals house. That place gets loud. They will put you away early, and then you'll be in a rut. You know what I mean? The Jets' offensive line is getting healthy as well, which is wonderful. It's always wonderful when your offensive line is healthy, period, right? AVT, he's looking like he's going to play in this upcoming game, so he's back. John Simpson as well, coming back from that groin injury, he's back. This will be the first time that the Jets' starting offensive line will be playing together, okay, since week 7. Wow, man. Wow, that's crazy. All right. Now, the Cardinals, they got some guys up front. This isn't the best defense in the world, but they got some guys up front that can put some pressure. Okay, their defensive tackle Steele, he's a guy you got to look out for as well. And Zaven Collins, too, their linebacker. He's a guy that can get you some pressure off the edge. So we've got to account for those guys. When it comes time, because those guys are the guys that really put pressure on for the Cardinals defense. I'm looking at this situation and I'm saying to myself, the Jets have to run the football effectively. They have to. Oh my goodness. I think that'll go a long way in getting a smooth W against the Cardinals. This should be the Brees and Braylon show. Let's get going early. Let's beat these guys up early. Let's make some things happen. The lightning and thunder that we talk about, let's run these guys into the ground. Play complementary football. That'll go a long way against the Cardinals. Now with our offensive line healthy, hopefully, again, we protect Aaron Rodgers, who's talking about how spry he's feeling. He's saying he's feeling like a jackrabbit. That's what he told the media recently. He's feeling more and more healthy every single week. We know he was dealing with the knee injury, which I think is still going to be a lingering issue as the season continues on. And we also know that he was dealing with a hamstring injury as well, which they're, monitoring and dealing with too. But this is a game, man, if you protect Aaron Rodgers, I think that Garrett Wilson and Devontae Adams will have a field day. I'm not scared of this secondary at all, okay? At all. From Murphy Bunting to Thompson, their other corner. If I know Thompson's dealing with an injury, so they might go with Demerson. I'm not scared of those guys at all. I think that Garrett Wilson and Devontae Adams it's barbecue chicken out there. I'm keeping it all the way real with you. They should have a field day with this Cardinals secondary and just rack up the yards. Now, this is also a game where I'm looking at Malachi Corley, right? We know that Alan Lazard is out on IR. He's going to be gone for a few weeks. There's a lot of questions since we got rid of Mike Williams. Hey, who's going to be the next guy to step up in that third wide receiver spot? Is it going to be Xavier Gibson? Who knows? He's more of a special teams guy. Hasn't really, scream, third wide receiver, a consistent third wide receiver since, he's been here. Well, Malachi Corley is a guy we drafted. Yo, mentally, can you show us that you in the game and you ready to go, baby? Okay, you had a mistake, against the Texans, dropped the ball before you got into the end zone. Listen, tap in and get rolling, bro. You know what I'm saying? Lock in and get going in this upcoming game because I definitely think he's going to have opportunities that's going to go a long way to build his confidence to continue on this upcoming season. Buda Baker's over there. Baker's a good, solid safety, but I think our tight ends will be able to have, some situations where they can win too. Tyler Conklin, Jeremy Ruckert, I'd like to see them get out there and get some opportunities in the passing game as well. You look at the Jets defense, man. We getting guys back on there too. Um, Ashton Davis, he's supposed to be playing in this upcoming game. Tony Adams is also back as well from his injury. But we're also losing C.J. Mosley. He's not going to be playing in this upcoming game against the Cardinals due to a neck injury. That sucks, okay? But when you look at this Cardinals offense, man, these guys, they got some players over there, all right? And let me tell you, the Cardinals run the football, all right? And they run the football hard, man, all right? I think they're 7th in the league in rushing from Connor Benson. Also, Kyler Murray is another big reason why that Cardinals rushing game is huge. Man, you got to account for him as well. They design plays for him to get out and run. We know he's a mobile guy and he can move. We've got to get to him early and often, man. We got to get to him early and often. We got to get him down, all right? Will McDonald, Hassan Riddick, yo, be prepared. Because this guy, I'm telling you, he can move. Not only can he move and get outside the pocket, pick up yards, and move the chains as well, but he keeps plays alive with extending the pocket. And then he takes off, and he's got an arm. He can throw. We all know Kyler Murray's a solid quarterback in this league, right? So we got to be prepared for that. And again, when you look at their running game, they know that the New York Jets' Achilles heel this season has been running game. You run at the New York Jets, especially power, there's just times when we can't stop it. We have struggled this season at times to stop the run. I mean, we saw it against the Bills. We were getting blown off the line. This Cardinals offensive line is solid. They're not bad. They're not bad. They're not the worst in the league. They have some players on there that can do a lot of the same things. And of course, again, from their side, they know what time it is. They watch the tape. They know what our weak points are, and they're going to attack it just like everybody else has this season, from the Cardinals, or excuse me, from the Titans to the Bengals, to the Texans tried to run on us heavy and crazy. They did from the first half. To the Bills, like all these teams, the Vikings even was lining up trying to run power at us. Everybody is going to go to that well if they see, hey, there's some drinking water in it. Get prepared. Quentin Williams, let's go. Keep wreaking havoc. Keep doing your thing. We got to make sure we get it pushing and get these guys up front, right? Now, Sauce and Reed, I think, are going to be tested as well this upcoming week. Sauce has been going through a rough patch, man. He's been going through a rough patch, but I'm telling you, I'm here for Sauce Gardner. Okay, let's all put our arms around him. He gonna get through it. We gonna be right there the whole way cheering him on. All right, but he's got to get it together. We are seeing penalties. We're seeing him get lost in coverage at times. Poor tackling. He's got to clean that stuff up because, listen, Harrison Jr. is not a joke. This is a young wide receiver that's going out there and making plays, and Sauce is going to be matched up on him. So you got to be prepared for him this week. Wilson as well is going to be, of course, testing Reed on that other side. And I think DJ Reed is phenomenal this season. He's been really good for us. So I think he's up for the task. But we'll see, because this is going to be a very interesting matchup there. Another guy on the Cardinals offense that concerns me, Trey McBride. Trey McBride is their tight end, and we know that the New York Jets historically have issues covering tight ends. And Trey is a solid tight end in this league. So we've got to be prepared. Again, getting Ashton Davis and Tony Adams back goes a long way. Get them safeties down there, start covering. But again, C.J. Mosley being gone, you got Sherwood moving over again, Quincy Williams as well. We have to account for Trey McBride because we've been getting diced up at times by them tight ends. It happens every single year with the New York Jets. It's crazy. Also, there's been a special team shakeup for the New York Jets. The Jets have released Patterson, the last kicker that we had in the last game. He got released, and they brought in Spencer Schrader. Spencer Schrader is a guy that got in the building, so hopefully, I just need him to be better than Greg Zuerlein. That's all I need. Okay, make the kicks and be better than Greg Zuerlein. That is all that I ask, but that's going to be a factor because this game could end up being, tight. I could see that happening, okay? Especially, again, if Kyler Murray is really just going off against us and we don't have an answer for him. But again, I really think that Will McDonald and Hassan Riddick should be able to kind of keep the wraps on that, all right? So With that said and done, I am taking the New York Jets to beat the Arizona Cardinals 23 to 10. 23 to 10. I am taking the New York Jets to beat the Cardinals. Comment down below. Let me know what you folks think. What are your thoughts about this Jets offense, man? Getting this offensive line back together. Do you think they'll be able to run the football, solidly against this Cardinals defense? What are your thoughts about this Jets defense? Do you think they'll be able to slow down Kyler Murray and this Cardinals rushing offense? That's a big concern for me in this upcoming game. Comment down below. Let me know what you folks think. You folks have a good one. Peace.